Hello cool kids from the internet. In this short video I'm going to show you the technique I use to make you believe I'm good with colors even though I am not. Check it out. So I'm going to explain to you my techniques by using this artwork that I just did, and I really like the color palette on this one, so I think that's a good one to show you how I do it. So this is my line art and this is the shadows. So the first technique that I'm going to show you is what I call color steal. It's a little bit controversial, but basically color steal is what I call color steal is when you color pick a reference with the eyedropper tool of Photoshop. So for example, I'm a very big fan of the Adventure Time environments. I think they are gorgeous and I love the very bright colors. So I downloaded this artwork of Finn and Jake's house, and I just simply use the eyedropper tool in Photoshop to pick the colors I was interested in and create an interesting color palette. The cool thing with Photoshop and a lot of other softwares, of course, but you can save the colors into swatches. So basically I pick a color like the sky and I just save it sky 1, sky 2, grass 1, 2, 3, etc, etc, and that way I can bring back those colors in any artwork I like. I just need to, so for example, if I create a new document, whatever, and I want to start with the sky, I just choose sky. And if I want to do the ground, for example, I choose my grass color and I just paint with it. And what you can do is that you also can use the mosaic filter, which is under Pixelate, and it allows you to, when you have a more complex picture, to simplify the color picking process, you know, by creating like a standard palette. It is not necessary in that case, because the drawing only have flat colors, no gradient or whatever, but if you are color picking from a photography, for example, this mosaic tool is very useful. So back to my artwork. So as I explained to you, I use my Adventure Time color as a base to start working. So as you can see, I have the grass that is more or less the same thing as here. This technique is very useful to come up with base color very quickly. I have several swatches that are saved on my computer and I can load them up in Photoshop according to the mood I want to go with. So using color adjustment layers on top of your base color is a great way to unify and blend your colors all together. So I'm going to open my PP folder, which stands for post-process. And here, as you can see, I just added a simple gradient layer set to overlay with about 80% opacity. And in addition to unify my colors, I kind of remove the flat colors that I didn't wanted. Sometimes flat colors can be really cool, and I mean it gives an old school style to the picture, but this is not what I wanted here. So just added this gradient allows me to have something a little bit more sophisticated. So it is one way to do it, but the possibilities are endless, of course. So don't hesitate to play with different gradients and fusion modes. And don't forget you can use gradient maps, that they are very, very powerful. For example, if I go back to my Adventure Time reference, I can add, just for fun, just to try, a gradient map, and that's very, very interesting when you're looking for something different. And finally, color lookups. It's a trick that not a lot of people in illustration know about, but it is widely used by photographers and filmmakers. So basically, color lookups allow you to choose a new look from a list of presets that are known as lookup tables, or LUTs. So you have them here. Essentially, a lookup table contains information for Photoshop to take the original colors of your image and remap them into different specific colors to create a certain look. and depending on the lookup table that you are choosing, the difference between your original image and the results can be very subtle or very dramatic. So for example, for this one I used the one called ToStrip, but for example if I go to Bleach Bypass, I have something totally different which doesn't work at all in this case, but you can have, I like this one. You can have a lot of very cool results, and of course you can play with the fusion mode and the opacity. I absolutely love this tool and I use it all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.